Hello, welcome back. App show for first week of Feb. My app is vinegifr. It's not an app that you can get in the App Store. It's a web app.
It's a first Mac app, isn't it? Really?
First Mac app, yeah. And it's you can find it at Untypical, although you might have to go digging around to find it because he's not. I don't know if he's got a link on his main page. Yeah. github.com/ESTENH or at ESTEN on Twitter. But basically, it's an app that allows you to take a URL of a Vine. So if you cross-post it to Twitter and turn it into a GIF, very useful to get it from MP4 movie into a GIF to then put on your site. So I can see this expanding and doing other things as well. So journalist turned developer, like making things, telling stories, second ever Mac app, which is pretty awesome. That's going to get him a lot of exposure. He probably knows it anyway. Your app? My
first app is autosnap. Now I've had fun with this week. It's launch auto app from your home screen and take a photo automatically without having to load straight to a destination. It's quite scary. So you open the app and it already is in the process of focusing and you point it at what you want, it snaps, and then it sends to Instagram, Flickr, wherever you decided it to go. But it's actually quite scary because you realise that you don't have that extra thought mechanism. It will just go to Twitter.
Oh, right.
Or go to Flickr, so it's actually, you can halt it, but it's beachstudios.com at silverbstudios, and I quite like that automation of speed, but it's actually quite unnerving.
Well, you don't get to customise titles and stuff like that and put hashtags on them and stuff, do you?
No, but it goes straight to either Flickr, so you can then put stuff in afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, no, so I'm having to play with that.
Okay, my second app this week is dropcam.com. It's a great little app. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, probably talked about it before, but I brought it up again because we now have drop cams in the studio, 2 cams. Literally, these things take 60 seconds to set up. I was blown away at how easy they were. If you've ever had a webcam, normally you have to run a webcam on a computer and keep the computer on and all that sort of stuff. These literally, you put it into your laptop or your desktop, put in the actual software is stored in the camera, so it pops something up. You double click it, you tell it your Wi-Fi network, and then you're done. It's literally 60 seconds. You unplug it from your computer, chuck it into a power connector, and it's streaming to the web. It's the easiest webcam I've ever had. Your app?
App 2 is Penultimate. It's a Evernote app. It's just been acquired. It's now completely free.
Oh, cool.
And it's using handwriting on the iPad. So this is specifically an iPad app. But what I really like about it is that handwriting on the iPad and with a good stylus is getting better and better and better. And for just doing little sketches, and it also then recognises your text, so you can actually search for different text in there, so it does recognise the writing. So yeah, another addition to the Evernote group, which I really like the way it integrates lots of different functionality.
Evernote have been really good to get on board with loads of other third parties, haven't they?
Yeah, so they're Penultimate app on Twitter.
App. My third app of the week, which has not come up yet, is mixlr, mixlr.com. We've also integrated this onto the new seller54.tv website. Basically, mixlr is live audio. So one of the things I really, really like about Mixlr is that it also has SoundCloud integration. So what you can do, you can search for audio tracks or mixes, or if you've done some interviews on SoundCloud, you can set up a playlist ahead of time and you can schedule that playlist of SoundCloud clips. So literally, I have a audio running now for the 6 hours that I'm in the studio, and people can tune in and listen to it. But we can also use it for doing live podcasting when our table is all set up.
And you presumably adds and updates live as well. So
yeah, I think so. I think you can add to the playlist. Yeah. So one thing I'm going to work on is how, if they've got an API, work on how we can get the crowd to add theirs to a playlist. Because I'm thinking of a creativequarter.tv and how that's going to work. So
cool. My last app is Prezi. It's an iPad app again, at Prezi on Twitter. Now, if any of you have come across Prezi on the desktop, it's a great alternative to PowerPoint, where you set out your presentation on one big sheet of paper and then you use the screen as your camera to zoom in on different parts of your presentation. And you can now create those on the move using Prezi on the iPad. So I'm really
You've used it, haven't you?
Playing that. Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it easy to use?
It is really easy to use. Once you get your head around the big sheet of paper with lots of drawings and then zooming with your camera onto the bit rather than just being flat slides.
Right.
It's you sort of get the movement through your presentation.
Very
so
cool.
you've got to have a slightly different perspective. But yeah, I really like that.
Very cool. That's it for this week. We'll catch up with you soon. Do check out the new site, seller54.tv. Click on the shows at the top. Do subscribe. We'll catch up with you next week.